Hey everyone, I've never done a reaction video before, so I thought I'd do one as we talk about the trail and where I was and what I was doing and what camera I was shooting with on this day. So as you can see to the left of your screen, I was out, my friend John invited me to go down and follow him with my camera. I had 3 cameras I think that day, but the pictures I'll show you are from this one. So we hiked down. In fact, let me show you exactly where we were. I'm going to play it on the, you'll see. So south of Boone, we went to, well, the area is the Jonas Ridge area, Upper Creek Falls. As you can see from the map, you just go, not that way, sorry. You just go south of Linville towards the Jonas Ridge area on 181. It splits off to 183, but stay on 181. You go down to this area. It's a great area. This is where you would go down to Table Rock, for example, and the various hikes along there. Upper Creek Falls, a lot of people go to. There's a trailhead, well-marked trailhead there. Now, I'm going to show you in a second where this trailhead was. This is less obvious. If you're heading south, it's going to be to your left. It's that Greentown trailhead, which I'll click on in a second. But if you kept going, of course, you would head into Morganton. I've never been to any of these. I was noticing these trailheads earlier. I've never been to any of those farther down, except that way right there where you get to. I think that's kind of, yeah, that Forest Service Road. I've been on that one when you go to Upper Creek, and there's a swimming hole down there. But again, we stopped a little bit short. You go a little past the turnoff to Table Rock, what's that called? Ginger Cake or something like that. And then it's there, the Greentown trailhead. And then as you can see, the river coming off there above. We hiked down, and then you take a right. And then you'll follow the river for a while. There you go in the video. You can kind of see now the river to our left. So we hiked down there, and again, John was going to fish, and I was going to take pictures. So we had our waders and such, and our boots. Now, I love all these hikes around Upper Creek and Upper Creek Falls, but the only bad thing is that you hike pretty much straight down, and the hike back out is killer. Like, especially this one on this day killed me, because there may have been some beers consumed that you'll see in the video in a second. It's a great hike. It's a great hike. But if you'd rather go downhill on your way out, which a lot of hikes are, right? You go up to a ridge or you go up to a lookout, you get the view, and then you can, you do the hard work first, and then you can come down and, relax on your way down. Well, these are not those kind of hikes. These are down into the river to a swimming hole. Doesn't help that you trudge in the water, and my thighs and my quads were just like bursting. It was pretty tough, but so anyway, those are tough hikes when you have to hike then back out after all that exertion in the water. So this is no different. Lovely hike though. We saw coming back out, we saw a guy coming down on a mountain bike. That seemed quite an adventure because that was pretty steep. But anyway, hike down, do a little fly fishing, as you'll see in a second. These reaction videos are hard because you gotta talk the whole time. Let's talk a little bit about the camera then. The camera I took was a Yashica TL Electro X, if that means anything to you. One thing I was doing, I was trying out, mainly one reason I want to talk about this camera, and I'll show you pictures from this camera and this lens, is that I was trying out both of these for the first time. This is a lens that we'll see in some of the videos, the pictures later. It's a lens, a vintage lens, a Russian or Soviet lens, famous for a swirling background, bokeh or bokeh it's called. So I didn't really have a chance to test a lot of that, because for those kind of photos, you have to get, for those kind of videos, you have to isolate a subject and then, of course, get the background that's more distant, and that's what will be kind of swirly. So I didn't really have a chance for that because I was, kind of photographing John from a distance. He was my subject, but he was very far away. But I did have one shot I can put it on the screen right now, of my boot with the PBR can, and you see that swirling bokeh in the background. Cool. I did like, I took some other lenses that day that were wider, so 28 millimeter, and this one's 58. So I did prefer the pictures from this camera most of all, or lens most of all, because it just allowed me to get the kind of viewpoint of John that I preferred. So anyway, that was nice. It was a lovely day down there, as you can see. It was before the recent rain we got from that tropical storm. So I mean, I don't know this river that well, but I think the river was pretty low. I think the water was pretty low. Yeah, and then I just kind of tagged along while John did his thing.
Puis sans façon approchera l'homme qui ne dira pas non. Amour déçu, qui sont les vaincus. Je te parle d'un monde qui n'existe plus. Jeunesse perdue et phalange nue.
Let's go ahead and look at some of the pictures that I got. See what you think. We can talk through them a little bit. Of course, they'll be to the right of your screen while we'll let the video play on the left. In general, I don't know. When my son saw these pictures, he thought, oh, wow, cool, low res. It was dark. I think the lens also, its nature is vintage and a little soft. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's the impression I get. That's why people like this lens. It's kind of artsy, it's kind of soft. So I think the pictures definitely have that quality. I did like, again, I like the focal length. I did enjoy it. I mean, it's not really, I didn't really want this to be a camera video, but the lens is a little difficult to look through. It's a little dark, so it was challenging, especially if you have any eyesight issues. Here's a beer picture. Heiss Brewery out of Charlotte. I'll show you a little bit of information that I gathered from it. I'll have to pay them a visit because it looks super nice. I've probably had some of their beers before, but anyway. Whenever I go to Peabody's, I try to get a nice selection of North Carolina beers. PBR is from North Carolina, right? Sure. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope it was fun. It was a fun trip. It was a great time. I never photographed anybody fishing, I don't think, before, not like this. And so it was a lot of fun. Whew, again, the hike down is great. The hike back up is pretty tough. So save your energy. Maybe don't drink 3 beers, something like that. I mean, just, more or less. Cool. Okay. Hey, take care. See you later. Thanks for watching.